Today at Plympton International School, we're taking a look at learner agency, and we're talking to students both in the primary and secondary about how they can get more involved in their learning. Choices, what they'd like to learn about, even the way they present their work is really interesting, and the students would like to be able to pick and choose a little bit more.
It brings to life our Site Improvement Plan action, which is to host a student agency forum, and we're lifting off and unpacking our department's strategy of student agency and effective learners.
I'd like to see more group activities in class.
Teachers can make learning more interesting by adding quizzes or games into learning.
I think the benefits of students having a choice in the way they learn is that they will enjoy doing their work instead of just trying to get it done.
Well, I like the learning how it is, honestly, but I think probably more sort of engaging practical opportunities. Like, I really value practical things. I think, for example, in legal studies, I did a mock court thing, and I thought I learnt the most from that. I don't think there should be too much variety though, because too much choice can overwhelm.
If teachers could do more hands-on practical things, because it'll help students understand what kind of the work that they'll do when they move out of school, because the traditional way of school, that's not how it's going to be for the rest of life. It's going to be understanding how you can apply those skills in hands-on contexts.
The way I enjoy learning best is when it's quiet and I understand what is happening in the classroom.
The teacher will give everyone the same activity, but the more experienced people, they would have harder stuff to do in it.
I think teachers, sometimes they can explain it a bit differently, because sometimes I don't understand it, and I'm really smart. I think students have to do a lot more asking of questions. Both sides do need to communicate a bit better, yeah.
I prefer to learn with interactive, maybe worksheets sometimes, clear worksheets instead of just writing down in my book or my laptop while the teacher's talking.
It would be great if students could give more feedback to the teachers.
I think you should give teachers a bit more feedback on telling them what you've liked about this task or what you think is a bit too hard and what you think you want to challenge on.
If you're sitting next to your friends, you could get distracted really easily. But if you choose a sensible buddy, it's easier because it's like a learning buddy.
I think the best way to channel feedback is through anonymous surveys. I think that just puts less pressure on the teachers so they feel less targeted, but also puts less pressure on the students who might feel a bit shy about sort of saying some things.
I've really enjoyed it. I've found it really good because we can bring it together and make our school better all together for once.
I think today's been really good because we've been able to tell the teachers what we want them to do and what we can improve on, and how as a school and students we can do better.
What I enjoyed today was when we got candy after the meeting.
We've learnt today that students are powerful agents of their learning. They do this in lots of different ways at our college, through their learning assessments, through choice in their subjects and in the topics and the way they present their learning, the way they're able to access our amazing teachers. However, there's scope for us to continue to build on this.
I think what we're hoping to get out of this is the students really engaging with their work, and if the students have got some choice, then motivation goes up, interest goes up, and we'd hope with that, so do their results.
Our next steps are to share all of this feedback with our teachers and our staff, and to consider ways we can implement this into our improvement planning. I'm really thrilled to share this with our governing council and with our college community, but then bring this back to our students because they're at the heart of what we do. The long-term impacts we hope to see is that students are agents of their learners, they're in the driving seat, and that they're ready for the future, that they are agents of change and can impact the community outside of our college. We'd like to thank our amazing teachers, our amazing students who have been so fantastic in sharing all of their ideas. Ms Emily Langton, Mr John Burns for putting together today's session, and to our teachers and staff for trialling new things.